When will Friday be here? Is it Monday again? How many of us have the thought on every Friday that this is Happy Friday, Fun Friday? A few years ago, I realized that I was only living for the weekends, slogging through the week, getting through this dreadful week just so that I could get to the weekend to have a relaxing time and have lots of fun. All of this changed when I changed these habits in my life. I start every morning thinking this is a special day. This is going to be a fun and awesome day. Whether I'm working or I have something fun planned with my family, I'm going to get a lot of joy today. Taking mini breaks from my routine throughout the day. In the past, I have been guilty of working through my lunch. Taking 30 minutes just for myself, whether it's taking a walk and getting a lunch at the park or at a restaurant, or when I'm working from home, just going outside in the garden and sitting down and having lunch has made a huge difference in how I feel for the rest of the day. These tiny moments make me feel as if I've taken that time just for myself, even in the crazy and busy chaos of the day. And this is especially important for all of us that are working from home because we are working at the desk at our house. We just keep working through our meals. Making plans for the week, whether it's a date night or family outings, and that are not just focused on the weekend. This habit was a little happenstance for me, and I hadn't quite planned it this way, but it ended up helping me so much during the pandemic. We used to do family outings during the week, whether it was after my husband came back from work or after I was done with my work, whether it meant that we were packing up our dinner and taking it to the beach to sit in the car and have dinner during the pandemic, just so that we got a break from just being in the house all day. Or after the pandemic, when the twins started going to school, but we still couldn't do date nights in the evenings, we started going to see movies during the morning and rather than have date nights, started having date mornings during the week. It was these small changes that made so much of a difference and really helped us not be bound just to the weekend when we were having fun and family time. Plan out the first 3 tasks for Monday morning the night before. If I have a busy Monday coming up, I will sit down the night before for just 5 minutes and jot down the 3 most important tasks that I need to get done the next day. I also usually plan to get these done first thing Monday morning so that it removes any of the stress and anxiety that I will have for the rest of the day. If I have meetings or if I need to get on calls, I will put all of those in the later part of the afternoon rather than the first thing Monday morning. This way, the most important tasks for the day are done by afternoon, out of the way, and I am ready to deal with the rest of the busy Monday. Nourishing my body through the week. I achieve this by doing 2 things. First is getting 8 hours of sleep at the minimum every night. This is quite difficult because I have toddlers, but I try to sleep early and get up early as they both are early risers. So when they wake up early, I have already had my 8 hours of sleep and I'm ready to go for the rest of the day. The second thing I do is plan a weekly menu on the weekend itself. Before I even go do grocery on the weekends, I have a menu that is set up. Now, this helps me in not only knowing exactly what I have to make during the week, so it takes off any of the decision fatigue, but it also helps me save a lot of money on groceries because I don't have any wastage of groceries at home. And also, I don't wander around in the grocery store trying to pick up other things if I don't have a grocery list that is ready to go. Don't forget to laugh and be compassionate to yourself. It is so important to be kinder and compassionate to yourself. I have to remind myself to not to be too harsh on myself or beat myself up too much if I don't reach a certain milestone that I'm tracking. A great example for this is from last week when I was in the middle of shooting my weekly video and had a terrible back spasm. I had to drop everything and go lie down, and I was in bed for 3 days. I just couldn't move. I wanted to get this video out by a certain time, so I had a milestone for myself, but I just couldn't do it. I was in bed and I had to let my body rest and heal itself. It was a perfect example of me being kinder to myself. I kind of started beating myself up and I was like, oh, I should be doing this video. And my husband reminded me, he's like, you know you can't do it and you need to let yourself rest. And I was like, yeah, I know. And then after that, I just took it easy, spent time with the twins and rested and let my body heal for the rest of the week. Zoom out of life. Sometimes I get so hyper-focused on the little things in life that I have to pause and take a breath. If I am stressing over small things, I have to step back and ask myself, is this actually important in the long term? Am I giving it too much importance? Will this be a moment that I might not even remember later? It is important for us to ask ourselves these questions. Does this really matter in your life? Look at the bigger picture of life and then make that decision for yourself. Recently, I also made a video on what is a reset routine and why all of us should have one whenever we are sick or not feeling our best. And click on this video to watch it.